Hello everybody, I know there's probably not going to end up being a lot of people watching this, but if there, the slight chance that there is, what's up? But, I just want to say something before we get into this video, I guess. I want to direct my audience away from Fortnite. I know I don't have that much of an audience, but like, the small chance that I do and the small people that actually watch me, I do genuinely not want to play Fortnite. If I ever do play Fortnite, I only ever want to play it with my friends, and in that case I'll record it, but I more or less want to only play Modern Warfare and any other games that come out this year. But yeah, okay, so as you can probably see it from the title, this video is about Valorant, and I guess let's get into it. So this all started about a week ago when the streamer Yasuo, I don't know how to say his name, started streaming Valorant, and I just ignored it. I mean, I had Valorant, or not Valorant, I had Yasuo followed on Twitch, and I never really watched him as he plays games like League of Legends, and I'm not into those games. But like I said, I completely ignored it, and then I have no idea why, but for the first time in like a year, I was just like scrolling through like FaZe Clan members' videos, and the majority of the FaZe house were playing it, and even FaZe Tika, as you may know, he's Twitch streaming now, went pro, esports, I'm guessing. And then, like, a few days later, I spotted the FaZe Rain made a gaming channel, which I actually really enjoy watching, despite the fact that, well, I'm kind of like setting like a stereotype for children to just watch FaZe members, and I have no idea why. But, sometimes he'd upload Valorant videos, and, I did a little research as to what the game was, and my love for the game kind of started. And then a few days ago, I realized that my buddy Nolan started directing his attention to Valorant instead of Modern Warfare like usual. We would always be grinding on Modern Warfare multiplayer, just like, what the gameplay is. And, he would always be playing Valorant on his brother's account and eventually on his own. And then I started to ask questions like, is there controller support? And as you probably already know, he said no. And that day, once he got offline, I decided to, I guess, do some more research towards controller support, as well as, to get access to the closed beta, because I had not done, that. So I linked my accounts, and I spent hours on end of just watching drops enabled. Well, actually, there's only two people I watched. I watched Anomaly for somewhere from like 3 to 5 hours, probably. And then I eventually fell asleep. I hadn't got the key yet, and I mean, as of right now, I actually know that I was being really impatient, and then I watched the streamer Fextra Life, or F Extra Life, for 8 hours straight, and I got a key, and I was like, hey Nolan, do you think this would be of importance? And he said, yeah, it is. So I had already had the game installed, but kept on running into errors because I needed to install the Vanguard or the anti-cheat software, and I didn't have enough storage for it. So, had a little bit of trouble with that. I literally opened up the game 3 times, and it just said to reinstall it, and I couldn't, so I restarted my computer, and it worked out. And then I noticed that it was a little bit buggy. Like I said, and then we finally got to what seemed to be the moment of truth, and then, well, okay, so we got to the moment of truth, as I just called it, and I first just started out on my controller, or on my keyboard, and then I tried to use my controller on it, and it was broken, so I restarted the game, and then, used my controller. It was a little bit buggy, and then I used my keyboard a little bit more. And anytime that I would press one button, it would get stuck there. So when I moved left, I just kept on going left, and it didn't stop that. Or, you know, it just kept on going left, like I said. And then I restarted it again because, well, I really wanted to play this game. And then I tried to use my controller once again, and all the buttons that I configured did not work. Then I remembered I had a trash computer, and, well, it didn't work. But let's go back a little bit. For anything else, and probably for Valorant, this would work out completely because, well, most people don't have a trash computer or laptop like I do. So, assuming that you have a decent computer or laptop or PC, whatever you want to, or whatever, then you should be able to play Valorant completely fine. And, well, I couldn't because, like I said, it's trash. It's not very good. So if we were to go back a few days when I said I was researching closed beta access or whatever, and how to get into it, and researching controller support. By that I mean there's no controller support there, or what I'm aware of anyways. So my only option, I guess, was to find out how to do it on my own way, and I found this dude who was using a paid program to configure buttons, and then some dude commented and said, "You realize that's on Steam too?" And then I watched his videos. This guy is, or no, well, he's not the one who commented, but I did find his videos helpful for this matter, and his name was Kona DM, and, you know, he, like, helped out, like, a lot. I would always watch it to remember how to, like, configure stuff on Steam. So once I finally, eventually I realized I wanted to do it my own way, configure my own buttons, not take it after someone else. So that's exactly what I did. I started doing it my own way, and eventually I had them completely configured, and then we go back to current day. My computer is trash, and it would work completely fine if my computer was better. But, well, it's not. So, as Dr. Phil or any psychologist would say, how did that make you feel? Well, truthful, it made me feel pretty sad. See ya.
Good work. They don't know what hit them. Enemies taken the hard point. Hard point contested. Location secured. Hard point contested. Enemies taken the hard point. Hard point secured. Hard point contested. Hard point lost. Stand by to move. UAV online. UAV ready for deployment. Next hard point.
Where's that recon? Send it
We've
over.
taken the hard point.
Target CO. Look up.
Reload. That's one down.
UAV ready for deployment.
He is out of fuel.
Stand by to move. Hard point contested. The hard point. Let's go. Location secured.